Good evening, everyone. We're just waiting for Robin to connect us. He's not with us tonight. If he struggles with his internet, we'll just start the presentation. I'm just going to give him 1 or 2 more minutes. Robin, you're on mute.
I am actually on.
As I...
Okay. Okay, you're hearing me, everyone? Oh, no?
Yes, all good.
Are we good? You can hear me. Excellent. Okay, everyone. I'm sorry about the little bit of a hang up. I'm no longer in Orca base. I'm away now in Finechty on the Moray-Firth coast. Some of you will know the area well. Worked here a lot in the 1990s, early 2000s with the Friends of the Moray-Firth Dolphins. Actually have my good friend Peter McDonald with us right now, chatting with Chris in the back of the van. Now, one of my problems I have at the moment is I cannot see my share screen option. So I'm just going to see if I can actually get to that. Just one moment. Here we go. Right, Claudia or Simone, if you could allow me to share screen. I'm actually disabled from screen sharing at the moment. I can bring the online updates screen back on. So give me a little ping when that's up and running.
Okay, should be good, Robin.
Here we go. Thank you very much. Yeah, all is good. My internet is a little bit slow, everyone. So there's a little bit of a delay. Forgive me if it sounds a little bit off at times because the connection is a little bit up and down, but we should now have the week of watching screen there. And a reminder of the website address. Of course, there will be no more online updates in the next few days. Of course, we finish this evening. There'll be a little bit of a party and a goodbye up at John O'Groats. But we do plan to put more information up on the website in the coming days. So do keep visiting www.seawatchfoundation.org.uk/orca-watch-2024 for more updates. Simone will talk a little bit more about verifying the data and so on, and then ultimately the report itself will appear there. So here we have Orca Base, of course, saying goodbye to that tonight. As I say, I left late this morning to head down this way. Had an absolutely amazing time there, and there will be some formal thank yous later. But in particular, obviously, as that was our base, I would like to thank Jan and Together Travel for being such good hosts for us there at Orca Base. Now, my last full day yesterday, Saturday, my out and about was far and away, I have to say, the best day. We did have various tasks, but we heard quite early on that there were orca potentially around, and during the afternoon, we got the news that orca were heading along the coast. They'd past St. John's Point. They'd been seen at Brock Bay earlier on. So we moved on to Gills Bay. Quite a few of our volunteers came, lay-by full of cars, members of the public, and we waited for the orca to appear around the headland. We only had a short wait, and we didn't know who they were at the time, but it turned out to be our old friends, the 27s. This is 72, just passing Gills Bay. They took a while to arrive and then pass through, but we had an incredible time watching them. And we'd have been happy with that if that had been the end and they'd headed across to Stroma and then Orkney. We would have, rest of Orkney, sorry, we would have been quite content. But they did seem to be working away down the coast. So we headed back, and this is taken from the shore right in front of our base. You can see two of the orca, two of the females, quite close in here. Whoops. So this is the bull, 72 himself. You can see there two of them working close together, and they kept coming in close and moving out, but gradually working their way east. Here he is, and we were a little confused at first. We didn't identify him immediately because of these rake marks on the patch. We weren't quite sure who this was. But actually, if you remember, I spoke to Karen Hall on Friday, and Karen did mention that 72 had some new rake marks, and it just didn't kind of twig at the time. But as you can see, there are significant rake marks immediately below the fin there, and then further back too, in that saddle patch. So we have quite a lovely view there of the bull heading inshore. And now you can see all the splashing, and they are really working on this seal that they have discovered. Chris went down to the pier to take her pictures. Chris is my wife, also an Orca Watch volunteer. And you can see here all three of the animals working really close inshore. We were sure they were hunting. And then we suddenly saw a seal shoot out amongst them. More on that in a moment. And so you can see they're pushing their way quite close inshore. And I have this clip, which just really does show just how exciting this evening was. I'm seeing Bill right on his side at times. We were sure he was actually beaching himself. He was so close in, and he's such a big animal. You see all that tail action to the right there as well. I think the seal actually surfaced in the middle of the two females at that point, but we're not sure. You can hear now somebody has actually spotted the seal. I didn't actually catch him on the film. At least I don't think I did. I keep looking to see if he's there. But one of our volunteers, Mike Such, got this amazing photograph. Watch out for it in press and media because we have done a press release. I would confidently expect that will appear in a newspaper next to you soon. But well done, Mike, and thank you so much for giving us permission to use that. That's fabulous. And I have claimed this as the world's luckiest seal because very, very soon after the Orca had been that close in, this guy popped up just in front of us in the shallowest bit of water amongst all of the rocks. And I have to say, he was still there this morning. I don't think he's ever going out to sea again. So whether they caught any more seals, other seal, while we were there, I don't know. But this guy, at least, appeared rapidly in shore, and there he was. So here we've got the orcas now having left. And Chris also got this series of pictures from the pier. And this shows those extra rake marks very, very clearly. So people watching them disappear, you can't actually see them at the moment, but in the next image, there are two of them. There's the bull and the female disappearing towards the east, the last views that we had of them. So some very happy volunteers on the pier, very happy indeed, and a very happy Orca Watch team. And this has to be my big thank you for the week. Such a pleasure and privilege to work with such a great team. We really had a great time together. Very hard, some very long nights. We'll all, of course, be heading home. Craig, too, will be heading home. But Craig is our Scottish officer. He will be developing more activities in Scotland, trying to recruit some more coordinators. But Claudia on the left there, Simone on the right, our outreach communications officer, our sightings officer, will be heading back to Newquay to join Catherine, our monitoring officer there, to carry on the good work. Not just preparing for next year, but also, of course, preparing for National Whale and Dolphin Watch Week, carrying on all of the work with our volunteers, with our regional coordinators, just making sure Sea-Watch keep studying and protecting cetaceans, particularly in the UK, but with a worldwide influence. So thank you, team. Absolutely awesome week. So my final bit of how can you help has just got to be to look at the membership. Once again, as you know, I run the membership scheme. We've recruited a lot of new members this week. Please do consider joining us. It's a really important way of supporting the charity, but it's also a really great way to keep in touch with everything we do. Up to 8 or 10 pages of bulletin every month, including new sightings, etc., and also the Sea-Watch magazine, Sea-Watcher magazine, quarterly, anything from 30 to 40 pages in that. So full of information. As you see there, news, sighting reports, skills clinics, hotspots, all sorts of things. That is the address, members.seawatchfoundation.org.uk. No www notice, just members.seawatchfoundation.org.uk in order to join. There's some of the Sea Watchers. The one on the right is our special Orca special from back in spring 2021. If you visit the website and don't decide to join straight away, as well as our issue 1, you can now download that 2021 Orca special to learn more about Sea-Watch. That's a free download, no obligation. Might just hopefully tempt you to join. So Sea-Watch membership and Adopt a Dolphin, of course, the best animal adoption scheme as far as BBC Wildlife is concerned. Dolphins to adopt that are actually part of the Cardigan Bay population, as studied by our research team. The reports that you will get are actually written by our team about the dolphins that we study and protect. Cardigan Bay is a special area of conservation because of the work of Sea-Watch. You'd be directly supporting that work if you adopt one of our dolphins. for the children in your family. We do have a family membership. You don't get the full adoption pack, but you do get the Adopt a Dolphin newsletter if you join as a family member of our membership scheme. And finally, the app. Our volunteers have been using this all week. It's available free of charge for iOS and Android. Great way of reporting sightings, doing surveys for us, video guides to watch, species pack to watch, lots of sightings that you can record. So do download that, send us your sightings as and when you can, or hopefully get involved on the coast with your regional coordinator, become a regular watcher for the Sea-Watch Foundation. Just to be clear, unlike some charities, you do not have to be a member to actually become involved and send us sightings. That app is free to download, everyone, just to help you get involved in marine conservation as a citizen scientist. So there is just the summary. Simone and Claudia will do a final update and a big thank you in the second half of this presentation. But my message, well, we love Orca Watch, a hugely important event to us and to the north of Scotland, but it is just part of our year of activity. We have National Whale and Dolphin Watch coming up. It's like Orca Watch, but everywhere in the whole country for the week. So do have a look at the website, think about getting involved in that, become a member, adopt a dolphin, or perhaps just make a donation to us. Keep checking back to the website, seawatchfoundation.org.uk, and there is the link to the Orca Watch page. So from me, from the Moray Firth, it is a final thank you for watching this week. As I say, I'm going to hand over to Simone in just a moment, but a massive, massive thank you to all of you at home for watching, for taking part. I hope you enjoyed the evenings of talks. If you missed those, we are going to make them available as pay-per-view and or for donation later. Keep checking back to the Orca Watch webpage. And well, until the next time, it's goodbye from me, and it's over to Simone and Claudia. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you very much, Robin. Right, get us in here.
Thanks, Robin.
Okay, just gonna share.
Very welcome. All nice and clear for you. It worked for you pretty well here.
That's good. Glad you could join us for it. Okay.
That's brilliant. Okay, I will mute myself and I will leave you to it.
Thank you, Robin.
Thanks, Robin. Okay, good evening, everyone. So we are just gonna catch up on the week, what's been seen every week. Sorry, every day this week. It's been a long one. And just a couple of pictures at the end, and then our raffle prize that will be, or prizes that will be drawn at the end. Okay, so quick recap for the start. We had 55 sightings in total on our first day, and we had Orca. Just to mention again, these are just preliminary figures, and we will get all the figures and species and everything checked, and more will be coming in later this year, and there will be a report available that can be viewed. So the column on the right shows the amount of individuals that were spotted during the week at those locations. Okay, day 2, we had 82 individuals spotted, which included the orca, some rizzos, unknown dolphin species as well. This is also these also include the grey seals and harbour seals that were spotted. Okay, day 3, we had 76 animals, and including orcas, and those were in Shetland and Orkney, mostly at the start of our week. Day 4, we had 93 individuals, and orcas included in those. You would have seen the pictures that was seen off of Orkney from the ferry. So that was the biggest sighting we had for that day from our volunteers. We had other orca sightings coming in from other regions, including Orkney and Shetland. There's some other individuals. So the minkies were spotted. There were 18 harbour seals off Gills Bay. some harbor porpoises, and again, bottlenose dolphins and rissos as well. Day 5, there was a basking shark, which was a different one. Obviously, we don't record just cetaceans, but also basking sharks, turtles, anything else that was spotted. We had orca that as well of the Trinky and in Shetland. Day 6, we had orca again of Shetland, and we had a humpback whale spotted on the mainland or off the mainland. And on day 6, we had 78 individuals spotted for the day. Day 7, again, we had a minke, risso, bottlenose dolphins, but no orca for the day, but there was 50 individuals spotted. Then day 8, so yesterday, which was the most exciting day for a lot of people, we had the orcas traveling down the coast. We'll show you a map in a little while, just how we were tracking them. But apart from that, we had some bottlenose dolphins, loads of grey seals, harbour porpoises, and risso dolphins. The total for the day was 75 individuals. And then today we had sightings. There's still sightings coming in, so people watching. No orcas, but there's some risso dolphins, big group of bottlenose dolphins that's been recorded, and harbour porpoises traveling down. So for the total so far for today was 71 individuals. Okay, and our total for the week, or just over a week of the 9 days, the majority of animals that were spotted, so number of sightings, was the risso dolphins, then minkies, and then harbour porpoises, followed by the orcas. And a total of 131 sightings took place just of cetaceans. As I said, these numbers will go up later when we extract all the figures, and the rest was sent into us later the year. Now, of the 131 sightings, we had 346 individuals spotted out of all of them. And then the other individuals or other animals that were spotted, the grey seals, harbour seals, and basking shark, if we include them, we had a total of 600 individuals during the week, and 212 sightings that were reported. This is a map, updated map with all the sightings for the 9 days. So up in Shetland, we just extracted the orca sightings, so it was sent in by Karen to us, Karen Hall. And also from Orkney, you can see some of the orca sightings. This is only for cetaceans for the week. So I'm just going to leave this on here a little bit so people can just glance at that a little bit more. And then we'll move on. You can also go onto our app because all our sightings were reported there. It won't show all of these since this is in our on our sheet that's been recorded, but not everything's been recorded on the app. But it will all be updated later, so you can get a better view of and zoom in on certain areas, or filter by the amount of species or type of species that was seen in a specific location. Okay, now for some photos. Robin has shared a lot of the orca photos with you. We are just going to show some more. So John O'Groats, as we said, was our most exciting day yesterday. You can see some of the people on the pier and how close they were. This was when they were actually leaving the bay and going past. They were in the bay. If you've been able to watch the video that Robin was sharing, feeding on the seals. So they were really, really close, and you didn't need a camera, or, well, you need a camera to get the good pictures, but not to see them, or binoculars. It was just amazing and made everybody's week. And yes, that's something I will always remember. Okay, some pictures of how these individuals were identified. So this is spot 27, and this male was identified by mostly by the eyes and some scarring. He has a lot of extra scarring, which made it tricky to identify. But the image on the right hand side is Craig's, I believe, and the this is matched to the catalogue to find the individuals. Okay, so this was the male. This is one of the females that was seen. So how they identified her, which is, I believe, 173. Sorry, I can't see my
73.
73, yeah. Okay, and then this map shows how we track them. So they were first mentioned or picked up in Brow Bay, and they were traveling down the coast. And these are the times that they were reported as they were traveling down south. I believe this is for 7 hours that they were from Brow Bay all the way down to Wick, that people were able to track them and spot them really close in to the harbour. So we had really good sightings, and it covered basically all of our watch sites, which was just amazing. Some more pictures of our volunteers, some happy faces during the week. People watching out. We'll share a lot more pictures later to all the volunteers and on our social media for people to see. Okay, and then this evening, the last couple that were in the area that would come in for us to take a picture. So we have 5 from 60 volunteers that was available to come in and take a picture. So this is the final picture today after all the watches that we had in our furry mascot at the bottom here in John O'Groats. Okay, now we're going to move on to the raffle prizes. So, yeah. Okay, so thank you for everybody who's bought some tickets for the raffle. We will draw the ticket. If you are not available in the area to pick it up in the morning, we will post it to you. So we're going to start with a set of, let me get this into the image, some dialogue books, set of them. Oh, Claudia.
We have got Laura Abel.
Okay, so Laura, if you're in the audience, you've got some books, and we will be contacting you if you're not. Okay, next one is the Magic of Dolphins. That book would be going to number
Karen Skeggs.
okay, and that's number 166. Okay, so the Magic of Dolphins. Oh, let me just keep them.
Oh yeah, keep them with the prizes would probably be a smart idea.
Next up, we have this lovely, just be careful with it. Porcelain underwater, oh, get that away, certificate with it. Underwater Paradise Collector's Plate. From Honolulu. And that one goes to number
Adam Evans.
right, we might forfeit this
Yeah,
one
I
because
forfeit it
it
too.
is it's the
Yeah, we have 2 family members that
Steps.
have bought tickets, so
Stop.
we'll redo that.
right, Emma Bernard Grout, I believe,
Yeah.
and number 227. Okay. Next up is this, oh, careful to lift this up. Scent set, I believe. Diffuser and sticks. And a scented candle from a local company. And that goes to new Alan Sloan. Right.
Number 276.
Then from the John O'Groats Brewery, we have a a beer taster set with a cap. And that is for no Rema scheme. I'm so sorry if I pronounce this wrong, but Rema scheme number 286. Okay, now one a lot of people have been eyeing up is this a bottle of, I believe it's whiskey liqueur from the local distillery, and they drew this lovely Orca watch image on there, and that goes to Laura Abel.
Another one for Laura, I think.
Oh, that
I think one of the books. No, maybe not.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Oh, Laura.
So that's number 336.
Okay, and now the last one. Oh no, sorry. We have a Sea-Watch membership. That goes to
Oh, sorry, I've accidentally picked up numerous tickets. Michael, we don't have a surname, but we do have your contact number, so we will let you know.
And that's number 395. Okay, and then our last one, which is the Opticron binoculars. I know a lot of people are buying this one up as well. To Kath Bain, and that is number 202. Great, and that's all of our raffle prizes. So I just want to say a big thank you to all the sponsors for the raffle prizes, and not just that, for discounts, for helping us out during during this week. So there's some of the logos of some of them, Northern Ferries and Seacoast boat trip that took some of our volunteers out. And also all the accommodation partners, their logos aren't on here, but they are listed on our website. Then we also want to say a big thank you to Together Travel for allowing us to use their space again for our base and our hub, and for helping out with other requests throughout the week. They were amazing. Also Light Arts Centre for the amazing facilities and assistance that they gave us during our evening of talks early in the week. And a big thank you to all the volunteers that were here this week for all the time they've put in, all the traveling, being on the watch sites, and just the high spirits, and yeah, just making it a lovely experience for a lot of people during this week. And I hope everybody's traveling safely home. Lastly, to all the staff members that were here from from Sea-Watch, and this includes Robin. Thank you so much for being our presenter in all our everything that we did. You were just great, and for the support, driving around and helping out. It was amazing, and we're really glad to have had you here. So I think that is it.
Now, there are many more people we can thank, but the list would go on for ages. So yeah, we're just grateful for the help we've had from everyone who's been involved in Orca Watch this year.
We will list everybody in our report. So thank you very much for joining us this evening, and we hope everybody have a great evening and week ahead. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.